friends, guests, and adventurers of all ages. Tonight's show is for the brave, the fearless, and the dangerously curious. Witness feats of strength, daring acrobatics, and mystifying magic. Get ready to have the most astounding night of your life. Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, 3-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure. I am your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, they decide it's time to fight a swarm. Now, what is going to happen when they fight a swarm? Let me tell you, nothing good. Nothing good at all. So this is a nemesis of many a character, especially melee combatants. Swarms are easily one of the most deadly things in role-playing, whether it's Pathfinder or any other system, because they're terrible. They are great. GMs love them because you just move them onto someone and they do damage. That's it. And then the PCs, they don't have a lot of options. If they either can throw bombs, which does a ton of damage to them, or they can use spells, which also does a ton of damage. But can you really punch or slash at a swarm? And the answer is no, not really. I mean, it's a little better in Pathfinder 2nd edition. In Pathfinder 1st, they were basically immune to attacks. In this one, they just have resistances. So if they have like resistance 8 bludgeoning and someone does, 20 points of damage, you still do 12 points of damage, which is extremely respectable. So it's a lot better in this edition. But you, as a player, must be prepared for swarms. Because if you're not, it will kill you. And we make fun of Chris Beamer in the other game because he carries around like 18 weapons. Like, that's not a joke. He was actually complaining to me yesterday because there's not enough weapon slots in Hero Lab. Online version of Hero Lab, I think, only lets you hold like 6 weapons at a time. And he has like 10. And he's like, okay, this is ridiculous. I can't put all 10 weapons into my Hero Lab because he has every contingency possible worked at. And we make fun of him for that. But when a swarm comes up or an undead comes up or an abomination or something really weird that you might not see every day, he has a plan. He has a plan for everything. And unfortunately, when you have 2 melee combatants about to attack a swarm, they do not have a plan, and it's going to end really, really badly. So this is one of those weeks where every so often you'll see this as a GM where you're wondering, what the hell are the PCs doing? Why are they trying to do what they're doing? And you just got to sit there and let them do it. And one thing you try to do whenever that happens is try to reward the PCs. And one thing that also happens, and this is a lot more common than not, is that someone might cast a really weird spell. Now, obviously, if you're fighting a swarm, the thing you're going to do is, hey, I see a swarm, let's do a huge AoE attack and kill the swarm. But instead, somebody casts a very, very different spell, something that no one expected, and then all of a sudden everyone's like, what on earth were you doing? Why was that spell cast? Now, that is very tricky. As a GM, you have to make sure you never ever punish a player for trying to cast a spell, even if it's the wrong spell. And in this case, if they cast a utility spell, you gotta figure out a way to make it, well, use the utility, even if it's in a creative way. And I try to do that. If someone casts a spell and it's a utility spell, I try to figure out how that can be used in some way. And you're gonna see how that happens this week. I make sure that no spell is wasted, especially a very big, powerful spell. And the other thing is that if they cast a spell and they fail the roll, that's different. Like, if they cast a spell and they get a critical failure, then the spell, just doesn't work. I can't do anything about that. But if someone casts a very unique utility spell or tries to do something very different like they were trying to do, I allow them to do it. Now, it might not work nearly as well as they expect. But, this is also one of those disconnects that the PC thinks, I'm going to do this thing and it's going to be really, really easy. But then I'm thinking, no, I picture in my head, no, this is actually going to be really, really hard. And that's where the disconnect comes in. And that's actually where fights come in, is that if the PCs are imagining something's really easy, like, for example, this is a perfect example. Back a couple episodes ago, when Alhara wanted to jump through that stained glass window, she's thinking, okay, I'm just going to jump through this window and gain panache. How hard can that be? I know for a fact that stained glass windows are some of the strongest things on planet Earth. There's a reason why stained glass windows have been around for 1,000 years and still are intact is because they are unbelievably, ridiculously strong. You can't just jump through a stained glass window. It doesn't work that way. And that was where our disconnect was, is that she's like, I don't understand. I'm just jumping through this window. And I'm like, no, that's a stained glass window made with lead and reinforced glass that is made to withstand 1,000 years of the elements. You're not going to jump through it. And something like that happens this week. And, it's just part of the game. You just have to make sure the GMs and the PCs discuss things so everyone's on the same page. Anyhow, I just thought, people seem to like my GM PC tips. I'm kind of bringing them back a little. I'll try to do a little bit more in the intros now. So if you don't like them, just skip ahead. But, I'm going to try to do them every so often. But you'll see a couple of those things. There's a lot of interesting GM PC tips you'll get in this episode because a lot of things go very, very wrong. Also, again, this is a very long episode. I wanted to keep in a whole bunch of things. So you see, sort of the beginning, the middle, and the end of this fight. And you'll see what I mean after you listen to it. But with that, let's quickly get to show notes. First of all, don't forget, I believe that the Superstar contest is probably over by the time you listen to this. But if not, there will be other aspects where you can help out voting. So just go to rpgsuperstar.com and you too can check that out if you do not enter. Also, don't forget to check out our Patreon if you want to listen to us live. You just have to contribute $10 or more, and you can listen to us live whenever we're recording. It's usually twice a week, one for Black Lodge and one for Three Ring Adventure. And there's other prizes on there. Just go to patreon.rollforcombat.com, and don't forget, do check out our Discord channel. There are billions and billions of tables. I've been putting up a new table nearly one a day at this point. If you want to play some Pathfinder or Starfinder, there's a lot. And of course, we just discuss things. And it is a tremendous community. Have hundreds of tables there. So check that out. Just go to discord.rollforcombat.com. And oh yeah, I forgot. If you get to level 10, you get a free t-shirt. I should always mention that. I always forget that. But yes, you can get a free t-shirt. But with that, let's get to this week's exciting and long episode. So last we left off, you managed to trounce the poor garden. What was a prestigious, beautiful garden is now burnt shrubbery, dead spiders, and crushed pumpkins and tomatoes. But not quite done with your handiwork, you decided to barge into the mill where you have encountered a wasp swarm. What type of swarm? A wasp swarm. My favorite thing about this is I'm very curious to see how the monk fights a swarm of insects. I'm sure your fists and mountain stance will do wonders against tiny little stinging insects.
I'm going to fight them one at a time.
Rob Tremarco is playing Darius Varus, Darius's Daring Destructions, a half-elf monk of the mountain style.
One wasp at a time.
Can we offer them brunch on Cape Cod? Most wasps will go for that.
Rob Pontius is playing Otteron, Uncanny Otteron's Cauldron of Curious Concoctions, a human witch of curses.
Hey!
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Alhara Varus, the amazingly agile Alhara, a half-elf gymnast swashbuckler.
No one will get that joke.
Everyone
No,
got
so
that.
many people got that joke.
Come on!
It's amazing.
No one will get that joke. Anyhow, with that though, let's start combat.
Roll for combat!
Goes Darius, Atreon, Wasp Swarm, Hap, Alhara. Look at that, 24, 23,
Otteron.
22.
Otteron.
Acheron, Atreon, Enteron. They're close enough.
Do I get an entourage now?
Sure, you can. Get
Okay,
an
so I'm
entourage.
wondering, what do you think? By episode 50, do you think he'll get it by then?
Hey man, doesn't matter. Everyone knows what I'm talking about, right? As long as you know what I'm talking about, that's all that matters.
I get all Hera sometimes, so it's fine. It's fine. It's just Rob.
I have a very easy solution to this. He
It's
will
just
die.
Steven.
He will die, and then he'll get to rename his character to something I can pronounce. Now,
He never mispronounces my characters' names.
Lauren Sig is playing Hap, the Starlight Sparrow, a human fire elementalist sorcerer.
that's right, because you guys use easy names. Darius, the mountain monk sees the swarm up in the ceiling. It's really far away from you. It's 10 by 10, this gigantic swarm of wasps. It buzzes angrily as you storm into the castle. Now what are you going to do? You're up first.
All right. So, in this area, tell me what we have in the way of. I mean, it's a mill, right? But what kind of mill? Wood?
I will.
A
It's
lumber
a
mill?
spacious chamber that's 2 stories high and has well-fitted stone floor. In the center of the space is a millstone grinding away, rotated by a wooden shaft projected through the north wall. The second level of the house to the west overlooks this room, and you can see a table and 4 chairs visible near the top of a sturdy ladder. There's also a double door that leads east, which is the one you just came through, and you'll also see a door to the south, some bookshelves, and there's a massive wasp nest hanging from the ceiling in the corner, in the northeast corner. So those wasps, let me actually mark that. They're actually so far up that you couldn't even reach them if you wanted to, but I'm sure that won't become a problem in the near future.
All right.
So I'm just putting a little 2 on them to show that they're 20 feet up in the air. So really, since it's a square and they're large, they are, taking up 10, 15. So 3-dimensional space. If you're 5 feet tall, and then there's another 5 feet, and then they start. So they start 10 feet off the ground. So you could jump and punch them, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
In this area, the spacious area, like this is a flour mill, or like it mills wheat, right?
Yeah,
Are there any
it's a flour mill.
Tables, large area things that I can pick up and lift and use? Like, I want to make a big fly swatter.
There's a ton of barrels that are probably full of grain underneath the wasp swarm right now. It's
You
a
could
pretty
pull the door off the hinges.
It's a pretty free space. Like, this whole area looks like it's quite clean, and there's things like, I don't know, I'd say like like barley and some flour and other things on the floor, but otherwise it's a pretty clean work area. And the
Like
only
tables.
area,
What about tables?
no, there's no table. I mean, there's shelves to the south and tons of barrels in the northeast, but just lots of barrels. As you can see, there's no tables. There's table and chairs on the second floor.
Pull the door off the hinges. Just use that.
Yeah, you could just rip that
Yeah.
right off.
This door, tell me about it. How rip off the hinges easy is it? I can definitely try.
Nearly impossible. It looks like one of those
What?
strong. It's a barn door. These are like these
It's
like
a barn door. It's not a vault door. This isn't a bank. We're not at the Church of Abadar anymore.
you can do anything.
It's made
you
of
want.
what? Wood?
It's made of wood. It's double
Wood?
doors, strong hinges with a bolt going across to open and close it.
Serious. Just punch right in front of the hinges. Just bust the door right there.
That's what I was thinking. Just attack the hinges.
I'm gonna bust this door enough that I can tear it and use it in some way.
All right, you can try. It's going to take a little while.
We're gonna
A little while.
There's
Like,
4 hinges on
how
the
many-
door.
Yeah. Can I break it enough to not shatter the door? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can do anything. Yeah, this isn't
Yeah.
going to be like a one action thing. You do anything you
No, no,
want,
no.
but if you think you're
mean,
going to
if I
punch
spend-
the door in
action,
2
no,
I'm saying
take
seconds-
the
3
whole turn.
actions to take
Oh,
this
yeah,
door
yeah.
off the hinges.
Yeah, like 3 successful actions, sure.
Yeah, right. Okay. What do you need me to roll?
Gotta be athletics, right?
Or am I damaging things?
Yeah, I was figuring like flurry of blows to weaken the 2 hinges. Pop one, pop
Something.
the other. Maybe mountain stance as an action first, and then your third action to be athletics to just rip it off after you weaken it.
What if it's athletics to rip it off, but each successful flurry of blows against the hinges reduces the DC?
I love you.
Now
I
we're
love
thinking
these
like
background
some-
GMs.
that's pretty
They're
cool.
great. I love both their options. Let's see what Steven is going to make me do. His face is he's very making a determined face.
This is what happens when you have a bunch of GMs as players. Is
That's
we all
right.
just-
These are all great ideas.
we're solutions people, Steven. We're solutions people.
Yeah, you guys do it. Figure it out. Just roll things. We'll figure it out. How about that?
Roll
yeah, we're helping
randomly.
you
and
out.
hope for
Really,
the
here's
best.
what we're doing.
Go right ahead. Force open. Athletic skill
What-
action.
Athletics.
It's an attack. It's an attack.
An attack or athletics? Or is it athletics
No,
attacks?
it's an attack using athletics to rip
Okay.
off the door.
Oh, see, it's athletics, but it has the attack trait. That's what he's trying to tell you. So
Yeah,
darn
yeah.
traits
So it's
again.
both.
There's a roll. 17.
Not terrible.
It's a -2 because you're not using crowbar. So it's a 15. Okay, it actually has a little chart here for these things, for what a sturdy wooden door would be. You don't want to know what a sturdy wooden door's DC is. It's incredibly high. A sturdy
Wait,
wooden door
what?
it goes flimsy glass, ice, sturdy glass, flimsy wooden door, wooden portcullis, sturdy wooden door, iron portcullis, metal bar, stone or iron door. Sturdy wooden door is master, so it's pretty high. So I would say that you punch off one of the hinges, and that's one.
Okay. Here we go again.
You know, I was just thinking, Rob, this
Yes.
continues your long tradition of you versus doors.
Mm-hmm. This is the new way to do it.
This is something strange in Roll for Combat. Rob Tremarco has always attacked doors in almost every podcast adventure we have done, including
I feel like-
the adventure.
Doors are a low-level commonality anyway. It's like there's always that,
Yeah, but
door you can't bust
no one
in.
else I've ever seen do this. He's done it in every adventure we've ever done. He's had fights with doors. And
Had
Does your
problems
hate-
with doors?
99% of the time, the door wins. So,
Yeah. There's a 22.
22 -7, still enough to punch off the second hinge.
Nice.
So I will say now 2 of the 4 hinges are off. So you punched off 2 of the hinges. If you you can either try to punch off a third of the fourth or try to rip the door.
I
up
just
now.
want half the door. Like that's enough to make it a 5-foot area something.
Half the door's got to be harder than just taking the full door.
Yeah.
No. He said
definitely.
there's 4 hinges. There's 4 hinges on the
Right.
left side.
Yeah,
or
just
is
the
it-
left side. It's double
I
doors.
thought this was a double door. 2 hinges on this one.
No. Have you ever seen heavy wooden doors? They usually have 3 or 4 hinges. Just to
Yeah,
hold the
have you
door
ever
up.
seen doors, Rob?
All the doors
Why
I've
would there
ever
be
seen in my
only
life,
2
heavy or
hinges?
not, have 2 hinges.
No, wrong.
There's
My friend
500
has-
hinges on your doors in your house, I guess.
This door in front of me is 3 hinges. I thought they all had 3 hinges.
That's true.
No,
The one in my
that's-
room
that's-
has 3.
That was back in the old day when hinge technology was very low.
I know. I mean, light doors have 2. Very light doors do.
Hinge technology.
No, seriously. You know what? I have my garage door is solid wood. This thing has seriously like 10 hinges on it just to hold it up. Anyhow,
okay,
it
I'm gonna roll
doesn't
again.
matter.
Everyone
I said there's 4.
knows.
It doesn't matter. I
Everyone
said there's 4
knows.
hinges on it. I said there's 4 hinges on it.
Yes, there's 4
Yeah, we're
hinges.
Everyone
good.
knows
We're
there's
good.
a D4 plus 1 hinges on any given
There's a
door.
24. Yeah,
Oh my
this is
gosh.
a D10 plus 8
You rolled
hinges.
a natural 20. So I will say that he punches the door so hard that the door manages to successfully fly off the hinges. All right?
Yeah, and I pick it up.
No,
I'm
you
gonna look at
don't.
that-
You're done. Action's over. Third action. You're done.
I look at that door and I smile at the swarm. I'm gonna swat that
Yes.
swarm.
You successfully knocked over a door. And if someone from Patreon quickly makes a door icon for me, I will put it in the program.
So Ataran moves next to Hap and then says, "Be careful, Darius. Be wary," and gestures through the window at the wasps, and Darius
really
gets
see
the
them,
benefit
though,
of Forbidding Ward. It says I can see them.
No, they're up high. They're 10 feet. You can see Darius. That's all you need to do. So you put it on Darius.
I don't think that's true, actually. Forbidding Ward says you need to see the enemy.
You can't see it from there.
Does it? Where does it say that?
Yeah.
It targets one ally and
You
one
see
enemy.
both, yeah.
Yeah, you can't see it.
All right.
You couldn't see it because someone went up to the window to look initially, remember, and they couldn't
Yeah,
see it.
well, it was
Yeah, I
showing me
did.
even where I was, I could see
Well,
the enemy.
yes, I know because
but-
it's up high. It's up high.
Right. I was just moving Ataran to have it make a bit more sense. But okay, so maybe instead of that, then
How about this? Why don't you go up to the window and then put your head up and look up, and then at Darius, and then you can do it. How about that?
Okay, works for me. Like peeking in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect.
Cool.
Okay, Forbidding Ward. Let's put that on Darius.
Yeah, so it's a +1 status bonus to armor class and saving throws against the swarm's attack for Darius.
Do swarms still make attack rolls, or do they just auto damage?
You're gonna find out.
Yeah, I guess we will, huh?
Here comes the swarm, da-na-na-na. Here comes the swarm, da-na-na-na. Oh, it's just so evil. I feel bad. I do. I really do. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So the first thing it does is it angrily buzzes as you have invaded its happy home. The next thing it does is swarm all over Darius and Alhara.
See, told you. Doesn't know how to say my character's name.
Adel Dazim?
Kaldara. Kanara.
Quinceanera?
Okay.
Quinceanera.
I'm never gonna say it right again if you guys are gonna be like that. So
We're just in
Ever.
a silly mood.
ever. Never ever again will I ever
Well, if
say
they die
it
by
right.
wasp bites, it won't matter, right?
I know how to say Darius. So the swarm fills up the space. First action is to move. Second action is swarming stings. Everyone give me a reflex save that's in the swarm, which is Darius and Alabama.
Dark.
Darius, you got a +1. Yeah.
11.
Ooh, good thing you got it, because what was 11? You still critically fail.
20. I rolled a 10 plus 10.
You roll 20. Okay. Ahara just fails, and Darius will critically fail. You all have hero points, although it looks like you might be needing them because it's going to get pretty nasty.
Okay.
I can't believe that a 20 fails. That's
I was just
nuts.
thinking, like, I'm expert at reflex. It's max stat. Like, I literally can't be any better at it at this level. And this is an
I'm gonna
average
need the
roll,
hero
and it
point for
still
later.
fails. That's crazy.
Okay.
That's fine.
Vanessa takes 7 points of damage. Darius takes 14 points of damage. Everybody give me a fortitude save as you are exposed to the horrible venom as they sting you and sting you some more.
I'm so screwed.
Now I'll spend it now because the poison's the problem.
Well, they still get another round of stinging. You know that, right?
Oh, they do.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
well,
Just do your worst. Just do what,
Yeah,
do
just
what you're going
take
to do, because a reroll isn't going to help this situation.
yeah, no way.
Fortitude of 12 fails. And Darius... Oh, you got an 11?
Yeah.
Oh, that critically fails. So...
He actually got a 12 because of the +1 from Forbidden.
Oh,
12
then you
for
don't.
plus
Then
one,
you do
yeah.
not critically fail. That's good. So
Oh, good. I mean, that
instead,
was one away on my last
you
one.
are both on stage 1 of getting poisoned, and the poison it's not so bad. I mean, it only does. Let's see, on Darius, 5 points of damage,
So I've taken 19 right now. Is that right?
and 5 points of damage on Alhara. Yep.
Okay, 19.
19. It should be 12.
14.
No, I took 14, critically failed.
He got
Then
critted.
5.
He critted.
Oh, jeez.
And now they sting again. Everyone give me a reflex save.
Reflex.
Ooh. Alhara, 29. You're successful, so you'll only take half damage. Darius, 17. Well, it's not a critical failure, so it's 18, so you just fail and will only take regular damage. So let's do your roll of damage, 2d8.
Down I go.
8 points of damage. Really? That's sad.
Yeah, I had 6 left. Is that what I sound like?
Yes, you sound
Like
like
a kind of a
little girl.
goblin fart?
Yes, you do. You sound like a goblin.
That was the gas coming out of you, not your scream of death.
So Alhara only takes 4 points of damage, and you don't have to save because you do not get hit by the venom.
That's good.
But Darius would still get hit by the venom. So let's do his save. 15. That won't be enough. So you go to stage 2,
Okay.
and that is way more poison damage, and you're clumsy 2 on top of that. Clumsy 2
Super.
is clumsy. Let's see. You take a status penalty to your your dexterity check. Yeah. You take a condition value to dexterity-based checks and DCs, including AC, reflex saves, ranged attack rolls, and skill checks using acrobatic, stealth, or thievery.
Oh no, my thievery.
Hap is up. Now, Hap can see the swarm, but the swarm is right in the space containing both Darius, who's dropped, and Alhara. So what do you do?
Let's see. There's that big swarm. I don't see any other threats. I'm gonna have to count on Otteron to. Oh, I see. I'm gonna have to count on Otteron to take care of Darius, I guess. Because if I don't do something quick, we're gonna have some serious trouble. Let's go ahead and spend 3 actions to summon animal. Let me click on it just so I see the description.
Curious.
Okay. I think it's 3 actions. I don't remember. I'm just guessing. And
Yeah, it has all 3 components, so it does.
And I'm going to pick guard dog. And so what I'm doing is I kind of like put my hands on the ground and pull them up. And as I do, like a whole bunch of fire comes up out of the ground. And then I kind of do a real quick shape of it into a dog. And that's my summoned animal. I'm going to put it so that it is flanking with Alhara.
Okay, hold on.
I figure getting some more hit points out there for the swarm to attack is probably in our best.
Okay, there's the
interests.
dog. Put it where you want it, since it's your doggy.
Okay. Is that flanking, or does it need to be just over a little bit?
Well, it's not flanking because she's in the swarm, but I guess that is flanking.
Oh.
Well, no, I guess that is flanking technically since she's in it and diagonal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had to do flanking while inside of a creature before, so.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
strange.
No, don't know.
Okay.
I've never seen that. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that came up in my 1E game, and it was determined it was
Alhara.
flanking, but
I actually
Yeah.
think I'm going to put it just right there. Just
Well,
a
in
little bit
1E,
more.
swarms can't be flanked. I don't know about 2E.
Well, you're going to find out. So, okay, the guard dog appears and starts licking at Darius, licking him up.
Otteron.
Wait. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't.
It's got a
Otteron.
fiery tongue.
Otteron would say quickly, "Let it get distracted with this dog. We need to retreat."
Alhara, you're up. You're in the swarm cloud and you're poisoned.
I don't like any of this. Alhara's going to spend 1 action and pick up the mighty door that Darius ripped from its frame, because she's still also pretty freakishly strong. And she is going to spend her 2nd action doing a strike activity with said door.
Against what?
Against the swarm. She's going to swat it like a big old swarm swatter.
That was the plan.
Yeah, big old wide to go through it.
We're hoping that it just applies like the keyword area of effect to the regular
Right.
attack.
Okay.
Just want to double check what improvised weapons. Looks like I'll have a -2 penalty on attack rolls for whatever weapon you consider this as mimicking. So let's go ahead and make a strike.
What does it mimic? Like a great club or something?
That sounds about right. Hold on, I'm trying to find out my regular attack bonus. This is a problem. Alright, I got a 16 to hit this swarm.
Yep, don't even come close. It just, you swat it and nothing happens.
What did the dog... Did the dog actually do any damage? It just missed? It just growled? It just didn't do anything?
Well, when does the dog go?
Immediately. It immediately
Yeah,
gets 2
immediately.
actions.
All right, the dog appears. There's a swarm in front of it. The dog has no idea what to do with this. It just looks around and decides instead to go up to Darius. He grabs Darius and
Aw.
pulls him out of the
I
swarm.
love you, doggy.
What a good dog.
Because it seems it just barks at the swarm and drags Darius's dead carcass out of the maelstrom, as it seems to be at least smart enough to know that it can't do anything to this thing. Alhara rolls. She picks up the door. She rolls a 16. It does nothing. The swarm is way too fast and dispersed to hit this thing.
Considering, all right, so the stick hurts a lot. They sting quite a bit. She's gonna run away with the door. She's gonna carry the door away with her, and she's gonna move sort of southwest toward the other single door that enters the mill, even though it's shut.
Okay. Hotstron is up.
Okay. Let's see. I think Ataran will go here. 5, 10, 15, 20, right? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. Ataran moves there. Forbidding Ward will end. Lost sight anyway. And Ataran chants Shatiti Nok, and the words seem to echo out as they hold out their arms, and tendrils of darkness and shadow with weird spectral deep violet thorns come racing out in a line 30 feet long, cutting through the swarm as I cast Grim Tendrils, which is an area effect spell.
Ooh.
It's a fortitude saving throw. It's necromancy, negative energy. It does persistent bleed, although I don't know if swarms are immune to that, but it's
They're
something.
not by default.
So, fortitude save DC 18.
20. So, success doesn't take persistent damage. So, it would take 7
3 damage.
negative damage. Now, where does it say it's an area? I just see it looks like it's a line.
It's a
30-foot
it's a
line.
30
30-foot line.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because it's an area effect. Because it's area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it takes half of the 7.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it does very little.
Well, for some
But-
reason, I thought it'd be weak or something.
No, the area effect definitely seems to hurt it more, though, even though it made its save. Several mountains of the swarm get dissipated as you hit it repeatedly. So it definitely did some damage to the swarm. Some.
And then
Okay.
Ataran says, "We need to go. It's the only spell I have that will probably help against this swarm of things. We need the maybe Hap." And Ataran looks to Hap.
Yeah, I just didn't want to burn Darius or Holler.
Well, Darius is up.
This time.
So
I figured you were
Darius,
going to delay to let me drag him out, but
Darius, you
Yes.
get to stabilize. I forgot we haven't done this in a while.
That would have been smarter, Vanessa. I didn't think of it.
Yeah, we haven't done this in a session.
it's okay.
So do I
I got
make
character
a
ideas.
check?
It's fine.
You still have that hero point, right?
I do.
Oh,
Yes.
thank God.
Honestly, when you only have one, don't spend it to reroll a save because you will always fail it. And then it's going to make 15 more attacks on you, so just wait to die and then use it.
So I haven't done this in a while. So you're a dying 1. So now you're bleeding out and you're unconscious and dying. And then does he automatically try to stabilize? He rolls something. I forgot. I haven't done this in a long time.
I'll have to roll a flat check, I thought, right? A
Mhm.
15 maybe? No. Maybe less, maybe more, I don't know.
Okay. You're on death's door. You're unconscious. You have a value.
Yeah, 10. Yeah, Action Jackson of the Patreon chat is right. Is it 10 plus your dying level?
Yeah, it's 10 plus you're dying.
Okay, so I'm dying 1, right?
Correct.
Is this roll modified by anything besides a feat or something? Haha! A 3.
You are at dying 2.
Okay.
And while we're here, because the wasp swarm's about to go, why don't you give me your fortitude save? Oh, you don't have to do it yet. You actually don't have
Okay.
to do it yet.
Let me know.
So, when you have to, I'll tell you. So let's see.
I hope these icons allow for 2 lines of status effects.
I wish it did. I mean, you have
No,
so
it's
many
just
status
one line and they
effects.
get
It's like
tiny.
ridiculous. I can't even keep track of them. You have so many effects on you. Hold on.
It would be almost more useful if they appeared on your user icon instead of your actual character.
No, I like them there. That's fine, and it actually looks great with the colors and the numbers. It's perfect. I'm just saying, I'm gonna have so many effects on me. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Okay, so the wasp swarm, well, we'll do 50-50 where it's going to go.
Lols, if it comes after me, I just instantly die.
98.
All right, so we'll go after the dog, and it automatically hits the dog. So 1 action to move over to the dog, 1 action to swarm the dog.
What a good dog.
For now, it's going to kill it in 1 turn. So.
Poor
It
pup.
bought us a whole turn.
No, it didn't go. You didn't buy the turn yet.
Oh no.
And the dog fails its save. All right, so the dog tries to get out of the way.
That
It
sound.
fails
sound.
horribly. It takes 11 points of damage and dies instantly. And
Aw.
now the swarm is on top of Alhara. It doesn't
Don't
actually.
like it.
It won't actually attack you because it's an action to attack. So, but it's on your
Oh.
space. However, you need to give me a fortitude save since you still have poison in you.
Come on, big money.
So I'm gonna fail this one.
13.
Ooh. Okay, so you feel the poison continuously coursing through your vein, and you take only 5 points of damage. Poison, 2d6 poison damage.
Whew.
However, you are clumsy too.
What?
Clumsy too. That won't affect a swashbuckler at all, I imagine.
Oh yeah, I don't use dex for anything.
Nope, Hap is up.
Alright, it is time. I'm gonna step up. Let me measure things out so do it correctly. Alright, I'm gonna step up 1 space. Wait, I mathed that wrong. I'm gonna step up 2 spaces for 1 action. And then I'm going to put my hands together. I'm going to do a real quick, arcane gesture. And then just unleash an entire flock of fiery sparrows into that wasp swarm with burning hands. For whatever damage. That's not bad. That's not the worst. That's like average.
That's 7. That's garbage.
7.
2d6? That's not
It's
so
a 1 and a
great.
4.
It's 2d.
It's,
Oh yeah, no, that's garbage. Well, I did my
2d6,
best.
Yeah.
Oh, but it fails its save.
How's the save?
Fantastic.
good.
So it
They can take my garbage damage.
So it takes your 7 plus an extra damage for being area effect damage. Okay, the swarm is definitely feeling that, and it's just like, zzz, and then it looks at Hap. If a swarm,
Oh god.
someone, Alhara is up. Now you're in the swarm, but not taking damage, which is interesting.
Oh,
and you have your
boy.
door. You have
I
a door.
the door. All right, so hoping that the door will allow me to get area damage on this thing, because holy cow, I need it. She's going to swing it again. Come on.
Well, that's a -2 plus another -2 for being clumsy.
Well, clumsy only affects dex-based rolls. This is strength-based.
Oh, okay, you're right. It's the one
Yeah, so my
time.
AC and reflex saves and stuff are garbage right now, but, you know, at least I can still swing this door, so.
You can hopefully deal damage
Swing that
before you go
door.
down.
Swing that door.
I rolled a
Think the
9
door I
for a
gifted
total
you.
of 14.
Not even close. It actually was worse than last time. They seem to have easily avoided the door as you swing it away. Swing, swing, swing.
I got nothing else. We really didn't prepare for this. If only we had had a discussion about how to deal with, you know, a bunch of insects. All right.
I don't know how
We
we
did.
could have done anything different.
We talked
Not
about
until
it
we-
outside, about smoking things out and
Yeah,
doing
when
all
we
sorts of
got
fire
here,
stuff.
not when we were preparing. When I was like, "Should we prepare?" And people were
We
like,
can
"We
make
got
all
magic, we
sorts
got
of fire
fire, we're
things."
good." Yeah, okay.
You got 15. 15 also, not even close. This thing is bobbing and weaving. The door is just, it's too clumsy and heavy and slow.
Yeah. All right. Screw this. Okay. Alhara is going to get the heck out of here.
No, the door below you is closed.
I am not going through that door.
Okay.
I am running out of here.
Oh, you're hiding
I am
behind
just-
Hap. That's
I'm
That's
gonna go down from poison. So Alhara is just running out of the mill over on the eastern doors that we kicked in. One of them.
GG, I'm gonna
holding.
die in a single turn.
I mean, I can't.
Ataran?
I can't do anything against them. I can literally do nothing against them.
you can take hits so that I can get one more round of Burning Hands.
I actually can't.
Atharon?
Atron takes out a heal scroll, seeing how bad Alhara is. And as they read it aloud, the runes burn and then the scroll is consumed. So let's see. That will be 1d8 plus 8. So rolling a d8 for 12 points of healing.
Good job,
And
Fantastic.
that's
Thank
the
you.
end of my turn.
Darius. You are
Need
dying.
a DC 12 flat check. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
6.
Nope.
You're dying 3.
Dying 3.
However, the next stage of poison kicks in. Give me a fortitude save.
20?
20 will not do it.
Holy crap.
So you take
I don't
2
understand. What are we are we too low level for this? Like what's
Apparently.
happening?
I guess.
Nope. 2d6 poison damage. So if you take additional damage while you're dying, doesn't that bring you back dying again? It brings you back
It goes to dying
Yes.
the next round, but I can stabilize with a hero point. Is that right?
Well, you would go to dying 4. So you would die instantly. But you can stabilize immediately with a hero
Right.
point.
That's what I want to do.
And that clears the poison, right? You die,
No.
the status effects are
I
gone.
don't
No. No.
know.
No. That's not how it works. Status effects don't go until someone clears them off of him. I did this whole thing with Mark and Linda,
Yeah.
and it keeps going. Someone has to get in there and actually cure him of poison. Otherwise, this is going to keep going.
Or bring me back to positive or something. I don't know.
So you're at dying
3.
2. No,
I was at 2.
dying. Well, no, you were
I
dying
didn't
3.
save. Now
Right,
I'm
so
dying
you went
3.
to dying 3.
Then
no,
the
and
poison
then the poison
happened.
hit you, and you get dying 4.
4 damage. It went to dying 4.
No, it doesn't matter. Right, so dying 4. So you immediately would die unless you spend a hero point.
Hero point.
Okay, you spend the hero point. And the hero point brings you to... What does it bring you to? I forgot.
Doesn't it just
Dying
keep you-
0?
Oh, is that right? That's probably right. Dying 0. I don't know. Let me check.
It's dying 0, but doomed 1. So that's where you're at. Okay?
Wounded 1, not doomed. Wounded 1.
Wounded 1. Wounded.
Yeah, and then on your turn, you'll gain 1 hit point and wake up.
No, that's not how it works. He has to get healed to get...
Yeah, it's written 2 different ways in the core rulebook. The one that they clarified on a stream that's correct
Oh.
is you just go to 0.
Maybe I looked at the wrong one.
Alright,
Lost
GG. This
Swarm
is
up.
where I die.
It's not where you die. This is where everybody
That's
dies.
where everybody dies.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want our new characters to be level 3 or level 2?
Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Are you kidding me?
Why?
No,
would it
no, it makes sense. All right, no, it's fine.
It's swarming. It
I know.
moves 1 on top of Ahara and Hap.
Yeah, I
Maybe you
know.
guys have to kill this thing or run away. Run away.
I think that was what I was trying to do last turn, but
We're trying to swat it.
well, and then I ran.
If you didn't run far enough. And okay, stinging swarm. Everyone give me a reflex save. Hap and Alhara. Ooh, Alhara, you successfully do the reflex save. Hap
23 technically,
does-
yeah.
does not. So the damage, it's not damage, it's only 2 points. 5 points of damage for Hap and 2
Oh, here's
points
the
of
separate.
damage for Alhara. Hap, however, must give me a fortitude save, however. 22, you successfully...
Oh,
Take
thank
off the
God.
poison.
Holy cow!
Now for its third action, it stings you all again. Give me a reflex save, both of you. 19,
Only
so
19 is-
17.
Yeah.
You fail, Alhara. And Hap as
Cool.
well. Hap, give me that reflex save. Give me that money. You want a good save. Ooh, that's a fortitude save. That's the wrong save, Hap.
Oh, crap. Sorry.
It's all right. Oh, 24! You make
Nice.
Much
it!
better.
Oh, thank God.
So you only take... Hap, you take 5 points of damage. Alhara takes 10 points of damage. Alhara must give me another fortitude save.
Natural one.
Critical failure.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what happens at this point.
If it's an affliction, you gain 2 stages.
No, but if it's already at the last stage, does it add more
Then
time?
nothing. No.
Nothing.
No.
So,
No.
yeah, it doesn't add more time or anything. So
We went over this before.
it doesn't add more
One
rounds.
second.
That's Pathfinder First Edition, I believe. It would add more rounds. I think if it's already.
I
at
don't
the
think
last
it does
stage,
anything
Yeah,
extra.
I don't think it does anything extra.
It might not.
All right. Well, here's the better news. That was just the save for this poison. Now I need the save for the actual first poison by way back in the beginning. So give me another fortitude save.
Wait, I don't think you can have the same poison twice.
You can't. Yeah, afflictions don't work that way, but there are, for poison specifically, rules for multiple exposures. I'm just trying to look at what they are real quick. All right. Multiple exposures to the same curse or disease currently affecting you have no effect. However, for a poison, failing the initial saving throw against a new exposure increases the stage by 1 or 2 if you critically fail, without affecting the maximum duration. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, cool. So it doesn't matter if I'm at max. Didn't matter. And I make another fortitude save.
You still do another fortitude save because it's about to hit something. There's a reason.
Yeah. I see. Okay. I got 14 on die, 19 total.
Mm-hmm. You fail. So it
Of course,
does.
yeah. It's a good roll. Fail.
Ooh, 2d6, 11 points of damage. Oh, that knocks you out.
That's
Hap is up. Happy better
All
kill
right.
this thing.
Yep. I only have one. Okay, so this time, Hap is in the middle of the swarm, and she's getting like stung and bit, and Alhara just went down. She's getting desperate. She's starting to panic again. So this time she puts her hands out in front of her, and she does a real quick arcane motion, but it's not quite as precise as it'd be. And instead of a nice flock of sparrows, it's just globs of fire because she's just not able to concentrate well enough to make it aesthetic. So here it comes, my 2 actions of burning hands.
Okay, you can do it while you're in. You can literally do it while you're in the flame, in the swarm. You just do it up.
Aim upward.
Yeah, you just aim
up.
upward. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. You're not going to hit anyone else.
Okay.
So you do your burning hands, 9 points of damage, a little better than usual. And let's roll its reflex save.
Please critically fail. Please, we
critically
need
fail,
it.
this thing
that.
will die. Let's see.
26 fire damage if it crit fails. Son of a
Oh.
gun! Why are you like this?
There's a plus 12 to its reflex.
He rolls
Wasps
24.
are so tough.
It has a
At least it didn't critically succeed.
My new character is just going to be a wasp.
So many high rolls. You want to go to brunch?
Like, like a Long
Alright.
Island wasp, or
All right. So
It definitely didn't like that though. It took a lot of
Fine.
damage. It's looking the swarm is looking kind of weak. It's looking a little weak. If someone else can
little
get some fire on it, maybe Hap has one more action left. What's Hap gonna do?
oh god. Okay. So
You know,
I
what it
could
would've been good
either.
if there was an actual door on the barn. You could run in and close the door to prevent it from coming at you, but someone was insisting on ripping off that door.
No, because no, that's not. All right, I have 2 things I can do here. I can move to my fullest distance, or I can elemental toss. Does Otteron have another Grim Tendrils in the barrel?
Otteron already said aloud that they don't have any more spells like that.
Okay. No, I knew. Yeah, I just wasn't sure if I was understanding.
all right. I'm going to take this very important moment to point out that swarms in 2nd edition aren't immune to weapon damage like they were in 1st edition. They just have a lot of resistance against it.
Oh, I know, but you also have
Okay.
to hit its AC, which you haven't done.
I know, but
Um.
I'm just saying it's not like 1st edition where it's like, oh, only area effects. It's like you can do other things.
I did that in character because it's a big swarm. I wanted to swat
No,
it. That
I
would have
think it
been
was
fun
great.
if it
I mean,
worked.
I was hoping
but
that I was hoping that we would get the area damage or something if it, if we
I
could
just
hit
thought
it.
it was
but-
a fun thing. Area
Okay.
No, I
damage,
think it was
maybe.
cool.
Okay.
You haven't
Here's
even come close to its AC.
here-
then.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my last action to move away. because that ought to at least buy Otteron some time after I get killed, that he'll have some distance in between. They'll have some distance in between them and the swarm. So I'm going to go 25.
Okay.
And hopefully this is smart.
Otteron's up. Everyone's down. Hap is running away. You have a swarm in front of you. What do you do?
Just thinking. A lot depended on what Hap did, so. Otteron will. Let's see. Otteron's going to move back. Yeah, Otteron will move. Right? 5, 10, 15, 20. 50, yeah. We'll move back and say, Alhara, stay awake. Alhara, stay awake. Please. And the same like violet light will kind of glow out throughout the area as they cast Stabilize.
Ooh, thanks.
You lose the dying condition, but you're unconscious.
And that's the end of my turn.
Darius.
I'm at 0, stabilized, right?
Yeah.
Need me to roll anything? Am I continuously being poisoned forever?
You are being poisoned, but you don't need to roll anything right now. Alhara, still poisoned, still down at 0. I guess nothing automatic happens. And Wasp Swarm. Wasp Swarm. Hey, it's a swarm. It's made of wasps. All right. The Wasp Swarm is just going to go back into the barn. It's not a barn, sorry, the mill. And just sort of hangs out in the mill. And Hap is up.
Okay. I see that goes back in. Let me do some measurements real quick. Crap. Alright, well, here's what I want to do, and you just let me know if I can or I can't do it. I want to go in, I want to grab Darius's foot and drag him out. It's 30 feet to get to Darius, so I don't know if I can do that.
Well, what's your movement?
25.
Are you thinking because you're just wanting to move in, grab, and move out? So,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Well, I mean, you can move up to him in 2 actions and then drag him 5 feet as 1 action. Sure.
Okay, I'll do that. That's no problem.
Just
So
5
I'll move
feet,
up
though.
to him. Boom, and then I'll step directly back, drag him into the space that I was in, so that all of us are at least outside.
Okay, so you drag Darius through the non-door opening that he was so conveniently made for all of you. And Otteron is up and sees everyone outside, including the door.
How clear is it to Otteron that Darius is stabilized?
Is he like shaking and foaming at the mouth?
You have no idea,
Like-
man. If you wouldn't know from you're
Yeah.
so far, he's on the ground, he's behind vegetation. I'd say you'd have to accurately know, you'd have to do a healing check for at least 1 action.
Yeah,
He's on the
I'm
ground,
think-
and it looks like he's either dead or unconscious. That's all you know. He's one of those.
Otteron just moves closer and says, Darius, stay with us, please, and points, and that same violet light thrums throughout the area as Otteron again casts Stabilize.
Okay. Good
On
enough.
Darius, not quite
hurt.
knowing. Otteron just
Right.
knows that when they do that, people stay awake, or at least alive, so that's what they do.
Darius is up. Nothing happens. Alhara is up. Nothing happens. Until now, the wasp swarm is up, and the wasps seems to just be buzzing around inside the mill. Doesn't seem to be coming at you directly. However, I need another fortitude save from Darius and Alhara.
Ooh, crit success, natural 20.
There we go.
Well, the good news is Alhara actually gets rid of the poison completely, and she's no
Good
longer
job, Alhara.
clumsy
Whew,
and no longer has poison on her.
cool.
Darius rolls a 25, and that just brings you up 1 stage,
Good.
which is 1d6 poison damage.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So you take 4 points of damage, which means
So now I'm back to dying. What?
Dying 1. Yeah,
But if you were wounded, right?
But no,
No,
if I was at
dying
0, dying
you're
2,
a
I
dying
think, right?
2. That's right.
Mhm.
Yes, you're a dying 2. It accelerates.
Because I was at wounded, right? When you go to stable, the echo of how far you went down is still there, right?
Yep. It gets worse and worse because you're closer and closer to death. So
You sure it's not
I'm
dying
positive.
3? Okay.
no, it's because you are at because it brings you up to wounded 1, and it's just wounded plus 1.
Oh,
you're
I see.
dying
It does
2.
wounded 1 because you saved once. Oh, went to 0
right.
once.
And
I
then
get
when
it.
you go again, this
Then it's
actually
bad.
happened in the one I did with Mark and Linda. They kept saving, and they were getting hit by poison, and it went all 6 rounds, and they went to the brink. They actually healed, got to wounded 1, died, reset, got to wounded 2, died, reset, got to wounded 3, and then miraculously the poison stopped and they stabilized. So they got to the brink of death without dying. So that's as close as you can get. Anyhow, so you do take 1d6 poison damage, so you're dying again, even though you were stabilized. Hap is up.
Okay, so here's a summary of what just happened for Hap. Like, she went in to try and save her sister, and like did some burning hands, but then Alhara got overwhelmed and ran back, and then the wasp just almost killed both of us, and then Alhara went down. Hap hit it again, and then just ran away, and just frantically is sprinting. Then sees the wasp run away, knows she has a chance, sprints in and drags Darius out, and now her brother and sister are laying next to each other. As far as Hap knows, they're dying, and she's running out of breath because this is too much. So Hap is here hyperventilating, just, and she's frantically trying to grab one of her heal scrolls out of her quiver, and she's fumbling around, and she pulls it out, and she struggles to unroll it, almost drops it, barely catches it last minute, starts reading the heal scroll. Old Motiel, so do Tvieto, and puts some healing out there. Healing on Darius for 1d8 plus 8.
Woohoo!
Wow.
Maximum
Healing.
16.
So you heal him all the way up to 16? Is that what I see?
Yeah. That's why we have all these
Wow.
scrolls. We'll buy another 6 after this.
Those were completely needed. Thank you.
Okay. Darius is on the ground.
Yes.
He's conscious.
Awake?
He's awake. You don't go there.
I just.
You're still poisoned.
Of course.
You
Of
still
course.
feel the
But it went to
poison.
poison 1, not poison
Course.
2, right?
Yes, but you're going to have to make another fort save. Ironically, you actually wanted to stay at Poison 2 because Poison 2 was once every 2 rounds. Poison 1 is every round. So in a weird way, you actually wanted to, for the first time ever, you actually wanted to fail that roll. Because now you're going to actually have to make another save. So that you actually did the worst thing you could have done. Atron's up.
Ataran gestures to Alhara. Megnudatni. And a violet aura flows over from him, over to them, over to her, and the energy seeps into her, doing soothe.
Wait, Hap, how did you do that? You
Scroll.
scroll.
1
11
action
points
draw. Yeah.
So that'll be 11 points of healing for Alhara, and they have a +2 bonus to saves against mental effects should it come up.
Oh, okay. You just do it on Alhara? You don't do it on anyone else?
Well, because soothe is single target.
It's a
Oh, I know
Hope
it's single
healing.
target. I'm just seeing if he's just nice or not. I guess he's not nice enough to heal everyone.
They can't heal more than one target.
yeah.
I
They're nice, and they only care
know.
about Alhara.
Yeah.
Hey,
seriously.
we're being smartasses. Just let them have it.
I don't even understand the implications. It doesn't make any sense.
Darius goes.
You need a fort save? Is that what you need?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
You go.
Oh, and I pull out my last heal scroll just in case.
Okay.
Darius will sit up and do what? Battle medicine?
Sure, if you want. We'll set up stand-ups in action if you want.
Yeah, stand up. One action.
Stand
One
up.
action.
All right.
Battle medicine.
2 actions. Oh my god, you made it for the first time ever.
Yeah,
did a
that's
20.
every
Good
fifth
job.
roll I make it. That's
So
just
good
a
job.
2d8.
2d8. You gave
13.
13. Pretty good. Pretty good. You're almost back to full
I'm almost
health.
back to full.
After all that, you were on death's door. Now you're like, la da 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 da. Alhara is on the ground still, but she's awake as well. She dropped all of her stuff, so the door is on the ground.
I can do battle medicine on Alhara too for my third action if you want.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, that's right. You have a third action. I forgot. Oh, you succeed. Look at that.
Hey.
18.
You're on a roll.
Amazing.
When the chips are down, you know you can count on
Yep.
Darius.
That's good.
No, that's not always true.
12.
Oh, look at these nice
Look at
rolls.
that.
All right.
You guys went from about to TPK
Yes.
to fully healed and ready to rock and roll.
And
Wow.
suddenly all of us have a focus point that we can use to cast Burning Hands? What? That's crazy.
That is crazy because that's not true at all. Alhara is up.
One action to stand, one action to pick up this door, and the third action to hand it to Darius. What were you going to do with this thing? Because it doesn't work.
I was going to hit it.
Yeah,
The
they're too
swarm with the
fast.
door.
We need to back away.
That's it. Those are my 3 actions.
Okay. The wasp
I should hit the
swarm will go. The wasp swarm, you hear it buzzing angrily inside the mill. You don't know what it's doing. You just hear zzz. It sounds really mad. Darius, give me a fort save as you get the last round of poison on you.
Boom.
Ooh,
26.
look at that, 26.
Woohoo!
Actually, you purge the poison. So you finally get it out of you. You are
Yeah.
totally fine.
Thank goodness.
Hap is up.
So is anyone still poisoned?
Nope.
Nope.
Are the 5 of us ready to fall out of initiative? Or are we
I
gonna
think
go
we
back
might
in?
spend, like a round fumbling the door back sort of in place. But other
Yeah,
than
like
that-
lean it against the side, but not that it
Yeah.
will help. But Darius starts taking torches out of his pack.
Well,
Well,
you're still initiative, so Hap is
Oh,
up.
then we wait.
well, that's why I was asking.
That
So
was
we
the
are gonna
question.
stay in initiative then.
At least for a little while. Tell me what you're doing.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to just step back so that I'm still in range if the swarm comes, and I'll ready to throw an elemental toss or produce flame. It doesn't really matter at the swarm if I see it.
All right, Ataran is up.
We need to go. My resources are few and far between, let alone healing now. If that comes out,
Yeah,
Hap, you can try to burn it, but we need to back away. And Ataran will start to back up. And we'll, I guess, ready a telekinetic projectile in case it comes within range. But it doesn't want to move too far away yet because the others are still pretty close.
Darius is up.
Takes out a torch from his pack. One action.
Okay.
Lights it.
Well,
Another
actually, from
action.
your pack, it's 2. Actually, it's 2 actions for your pack.
All right. So then he takes a torch out for however many actions that is, then lights it. Is that one
Done.
action?
Yeah, that's.
I have a
that's you're
torch.
done.
And they
Yep.
hand it to Alhara.
Okay.
Okay.
Alhara's
Stick it in the
up.
ground for her to grab.
So I got a lit torch now?
You got a lit torch.
We're going to burn him, right? That's the plan. The door
If they
didn't
come
work.
out, they will attack again. We should let them stay in there for now.
How do we defeat it? We have to use fire.
If we
We'll
if
have
we
to
came
come
Door
back
back.
plan didn't work.
tomorrow, if we came back tomorrow, I could just give them so much fire. Just you wouldn't even believe how much fire I could give them if we came back tomorrow.
Yeah, we need to wait.
We'd be
draw
in the
them
same
out.
boat.
Not necessarily. We will have to draw them out, but I do not think now. We do not have the healing, let alone if something were to go badly. It already has.
Yeah, I don't think we have the right tools for this job. I think we should retreat for now. Alhara is going to. She'll take the torch just in case the wasps pursue, but she's gonna make her way over to Ataran to leave.
Wow, they're all abandoning you.
Discretion is the better part of valor.
We just don't have the right tools for this problem.
All right, I'll say you hear the wasps angrily in there, like buzzing around, and once in a while you see a couple fly by Darius, but nothing too dangerous. But probably standing by the open doorway isn't the smartest idea for very long.
I thought maybe there were a couple large wasps. That's an entire giant hive. I have no alchemist fire, and I only had the one preparation of grim tendrils from Chilagosh. If we do not have more fire, then we need to make another plan.
The torch. We will next when we attack it again. We'll have lit torches, and you can make some alchemist fire
Well, it's probably faster just to buy it, but
or buy it if they sell it.
yes, I can have other magic ready that is less mental. I will not try to use such on insects. It does not work on them.
Very well.
Well, on our way back through town, let's, I don't know, get some more healing scrolls or something?
Yes, I used one, and Ataran will put the one away that they readied, even though the wasps are teasing the back door.
I've still got 2, so I'm alright for now, but...
Darius, watch out! There's a wasp next to you. There's still little ones just flying around Hap and Darius, by the way. Not a swarm, but there's definitely a couple here and there just near you.
I think we're already walking back to town.
Yeah, provided everyone's
Oh,
moving along, Ataran starts to walk with the group. Ataran will make
Okay.
sure to walk towards the back and watch behind them just in case.
Where's the family staying?
They're at the church right now.
Yeah.
We should at least, report to them and let them know that we're going to have to do it tomorrow.
Bees, man, bees!
We don't want them to come back tonight thinking the job's done and just get killed.
Yeah, we were expecting wasps. We weren't expecting like 1,000 wasps.
We should go give them the buzz. What's happened? No. Alright, so we're going to go into town and do some impromptu shopping.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to. We need the supplies. Too bad for this.
I'd like to go to the insect removal store and buy several vials of alchemist fire.
Yeah, I would be looking to sell the bloody tridents, the bloody boots. How do we feel about selling or keeping the sheriff's chain? I mean, we're pretty sure the sheriff's dead, so...
Did the sheriff have any next of kin?
Don't know. But I think we'll at least sell the tridents and the boots and the hat.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, with the gold I have, I can only afford one lesser alchemist fire.
Okay, well, if you go into town and try to sell some of the things that you found, the silver chain is worth 15 gold. The tridents are worth half a gold each, so that's 16 gold. And no one wants bloody half-digested
Dang.
boots or hats that obviously are covered in blood and digestive fluid and other nasty things.
No one likes that kind of thing?
No, it does
Wow.
not sell well in this part.
You know, if we were in Magnamar, people would be like, oh yeah.
Not a Magmar.
What?
Yeah,
No.
Magnamar's full of freaks, man. Oh yeah.
No,
Mhm.
no. You're thinking of Karmaga. Karmaga's full of freaks.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, is there anything else we're selling, or are we good?
I don't know, that plus one
so that's-
sickle. That's
so
worth
the chain
a fair
and
amount.
the tridents would be 31 gold.
No, the chain and the tridents is 16 gold total.
Hmm.
Wait, what?
You get 15 gold
The chain
for
is
the
worth
chain.
15. The tridents are
Tridents.
half a gold each.
Yeah, they're worth 5 silver each. So you get 16 gold total.
Oh, I thought you were saying that the tridents together were 16 gold. All right, never mind.
No.
You know what else we're gonna buy?
Hmm.
Scroll of Burning Hands.
Those are expensive.
4 gold.
Why would
Yeah.
we buy a scroll of burning hands?
So she can do it more than once.
Yeah.
She's a sorceress. She can do it as many times as she wants.
If I
No.
hadn't ran out of first
Doesn't seem
levels,
like it.
we would have killed that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. New rule: don't summon dogs against swarms.
Mm-hmm.
That
Dog
dog
saved
took,
you.
That dog took a whole round of hit points and saved you. I stand by that
Yeah.
was a good dog.
I
Good
mean,
dog.
I feel
Good
burning
dead
hands would have been a better dog. Burn hands until it's dead.
Well, at that time, Burning Hands would have hit both of you.
No, you aim it up. 10 foot swirling blurby burp of swarms.
All right. So we
Yes.
So
have
do I.
16 gold to spend. A scroll of heal is 4 gold. An alchemist fire lesser is 4 gold. I'm down to my last
Yep.
heal scroll. And how many do you have now, Hap?
Hap is 2.
I have 2.
Okay, so we should, I think, buy at least 1 heal scroll.
You should have everyone. Each of you should have 2.
All right, so
Total.
I'll buy 1.
That's good. And then and then Alchemist Fire for Alhara to throw.
Mm-hmm. Maybe 2.
2.
Maybe
Two's-
2.
two's
Maybe 2.
reasonable.
Maybe
Yeah, spend
2.
all, and then another 4 for your Burning Hands. So 1 scroll
Why?
heal, 1 Burning Hands.
Why
right?
did we buy a burning hand? No, I
No?
can't agree
I
to
thought
that.
that just
I-
less.
All right, you know what we could do? We could ask some of the circus acts that use fire if they could spare some of their alchemist fire.
Do they
I'm
use Alchemist Fire? I thought they used
Maybe.
torches.
Mm,
Let's keep the circus stuff for the circus.
I think in circus.
The Alchemist Fire is weapon grade. The stuff they use is the equivalent of like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like
and
lamp
the
oil.
understanding, I think, is that Otteron is the one making it. So
Yeah, and on top of that, even if you did, it would not be weapons grade. It would be like a super weak version.
I don't
want
wanna buy
It's
a-
made for show, not for damage.
I don't really want to buy a scroll of burning hands if we know we're walking into a situation.
That's fine. No,
and
that's
Hap
fine.
can just do it multiple times.
Well, how many times can Hap do it? It seems like you can only do it once.
I can do it 4 times.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez.
Sorceress, you can just choose to do the same spell
I thought you had like
multiple
2.
times.
I thought
No, I've
you
got
could get
4.
1 or 2.
No, I did
Well,
3
how-
burning hands today and 1 dog.
Well, this is it. If you do 3 dogs, you could only do 1 burning hands. That's the problem.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
All right, then 2 Alchemist Fire, 2 Healing Scrolls.
I mean, it's never a wrong decision to buy a healing scroll.
Never. You can't have too many; they never go bad.
Okay. Considering we're gonna walk into a situation where we expect Hap to be primarily fighting, I guess Otteron would suggest that they take both of the healing scrolls we're purchasing.
How do we defend against
Sure.
that? Like Darius went down in 1 round. Like, how do we prepare
Mhm.
for that?
I don't. Well, I already taken against the spiders the antidote potion. I don't know if you can prevent it. There's no one has a spell for it. Maybe
if you
we
take
can
antitoxin, does that protect
Antitoxin.
against? Yeah, does that
give you a
help?
+1 or something. Maybe?
Antidotes. We have
much are
one
antidotes?
antidote.
I took 1 antidote already. You gave it to me when we fought the spiders.
+2 item bonus. Be pretty good. They're also 3 gold each.
How much money do we have after the 16 gold we spent?
Yeah, it seems like we need someone with a good, strong, hearty fortitude to drink one of these antidotes and, get on in there. And she'll
Yeah.
slap her brother on the shoulder.
Yeah, I thought I did have.
I
thought I had
have
a good
one.
constitution. I did. I swear. I'm very strong.
Well, they are giant wasps. They are incredibly
seem like
dangerous, clearly.
Just so many of them.
Just so many of them.
They were like those Japanese hornets that are just like the size of your thumb.
We have one antidote that we found that I have, but
Okay.
that is
I
the
feel
one
like-
that we.
How
almost
much
had
is
to
more?
take.
3 gold, and I feel like
Do we
both
have any gold to
Alhara
buy
and
4
Darius.
of them?
I can buy 1 of them myself.
Well, we've spent 14 of the 16 we just acquired.
I thought we
So
spent
have
16 and
2.
16.
No, Alchemist Fire is 3
Oh,
gold.
it's
not
cheaper.
4.
Okay. Great. Then
Okay,
buy
so that
2
leaves us with 1 left over from the party, or 2? 2, right?
2.
If I take the 2 and then put in all my gold, I can buy 2 antidotes.
Very good.
All right. And then if we're gonna go in with 4, someone will also have to buy 1 more, and then we're good. No one else.
You want me to buy one what?
Someone else will have to buy 1 more if we're going to go
One
in with
more
4.
what?
Antidote at 3 gold.
Sure, Alhara buys her own. That'll be the rest of my gold. Done.
All right, so we're buying 3 antidotes, 2 lesser fire alchemy, alchemist fire. Wow, and 2 heal scrolls. So that is we're using all 16 of the gold, and then
And all of my gold.
between the 2 of you, you're
Essentially all of
contributing
my
4
gold.
gold. So
I'm contributing
All
3 to
right.
buy my own antidote.
okay, so
Hey, maybe if we're lucky, tonight we'll dream of hitting level 3.
You
Man,
feel
that'd be nice.
You feel pretty strong. You do feel pretty powerful. Yeah. Who's
so
getting the
so wait,
scrolls of healing?
Lauren,
Who's
you're only
getting the
putting in
scrolls?
1, right?
I'm putting in 4 gold.
Oh, sorry, my math is wrong. Okay, got it.
So wait, who gets the scrolls of heal? One to Hap and one
Ataran.
to Ataran? Who gets both of them?
Yeah.
Atron's taking both.
Who gets the fires?
Alhara gets the
Alhara.
fires.
And who gets the antidotes?
Everyone.
Well, there's only 2. Or are you buying 4?
We bought 3 of them, and we already had 1. So
Who had the original one?
Atron, I think.
Yes. We just got it last session.
And we got 2 alchemist fires.
Yep, I put it on your character.
All right, I've got them in my inventory.
So what are you guys doing now?
Aren't
I think we're gonna go-
resting and trying again tomorrow?
I think that's
Sounds good.
that's the plan.
Yeah. That I think is everything. Yeah. 2 scrolls, 2 alchemist fire, 3 lesser antidote.
Okay, I got that on everyone's sheet. Everyone has what I...
Yep. And treasure sheet is updated.
Okay. So do you go back to the camp?
Yes.
Yar. Time to rest.
The camp is on fire. Oh no.
Great. We'll just bring the camp and attack the bees with camp if it's on fire.
You go back to the camp and you see everyone swatting at wasps.
Stop
and
it.
bees.
It knows where we live.
They followed you. It's like
The great bee
Jaws, only
queen.
with bees and wasps and swarms.
While we were shopping, there was just a swarm of wasps in a trench coat watching us.
Yeah, they were secretly following you and hiding. Every time you look back, you hear like buzzing, and you're like, "What's that?" Nope. You know, by the end of this adventure, everyone's gonna have like horrible twitching whenever they see insects or boars
Plants.
or plants.
The boars weren't a problem.
That's true.
plants.
The boars
Or an
actually, the
adventure
boars
that
are
was
delicious.
developed by Ron Lundeen.
By the end of this adventure, everyone's gonna have a new character.
Love you, Ron.
Well, you go back to the camp. They look at you and you are covered in stings. They're like, "Oh, what happened? Alhara and Darius and Hap, you don't look too good," as you're just covered in welts. And of course, Ataran is totally.
Massive swarm of wasps took us. We almost lost our lives.
Oh, but Thalia, the tattooed woman, goes up to you and says, "But I told you there was wasps there. There was like swarms of wasps. Didn't you prepare? I gave you the information. I thought you would have at least come with something to kill them. Obviously, Darius, you're big and
Did.
strong, but fists won't kill wasps."
I tried to use a door.
We came with Hap, but it wasn't enough.
A door? A door?
Yes, a large door. A
And
large door.
The professor like arches an eyebrow and is like, "Oh boy." It's like a door.
The problem isn't the assets necessarily. Our strategy has to be better. We can't walk into every situation. We need to lure it out sometimes. As I expect will have to happen with the druids at the Hermitage. If you would excuse me, and Ataran is going to go and sit at that tree a distance away like they have the last 2 nights.
The tree of woe.
I just still can't
Whoa.
believe that this is our life now. Having to think about things like tactics and strategies and battle plans. I just want to go back to the days where we think about flying through the air for the cheers of the crowd.
I mean, it is a tactical tabletop role-playing game. I mean, yeah, it's really changed a lot in the last
If the
several days.
townspeople are dead from wasps, they won't be coming to the circus.
And more importantly, if Hap wants to retire and just concentrate on the circus and take a new character, that's fine.
Hap can't leave her brother and sister and her new friend Atron out to deal with it themselves. She has to go with them. Everyone's counting on her. Everyone's counting on her.
Okay.
It gives her room for character development. Maybe she'll learn to like this lifestyle.
Yeah, that basically we just want you to burn everything down. Everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Burn. So Atron's going to consider what spells are proper for tomorrow and some other things.
Grim tendrils.
All right, well, you have a whole night to yourselves and the rest of the day. What do you want to do, if anything, for the rest of today?
I think we're gonna do a whole lot of treat wounds. Am I right? Because we're all like kind of wounded.
Are we?
Yeah.
Not
Well,
I.
listen. Some
Okay,
hit points.
me is kind of wounded, and Alhara
Sure.
needs a little bit.
I'll say you can
I think-
automatically treat your wounds up to back to full between the
Okay.
two of us.
Thanks.
Oh, okay.
We
good.
have most of the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have tons of
Mhm.
time. You have
Otteron's like,
hours to-
there was no boars today, therefore I did not get wounded.
Mm.
And I go feed the animals, and then I go to
Okay.
bed.
All right. Anyone else do anything, or do I move it to day 6?
Yeah, next day.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to perform like this week.
All right,
You
so we
will.
wake up the morning of Fire Day for Ras 27th, ready to take on some wasps.
You said 27th, right? That's what I have in my notes too, right?
Yeah, you can look on the game calendar. I literally have all our notes in there.
All right. Well, I have some good news. As you sleep, you have internalized everything you've learned in these last few days. And surviving the wasps has taught you a valuable lesson. You wake up, you feel stronger, faster, smarter. You are all level 3 the next morning. How about that?
Da-da-da-da.
Woo!
Now we can take these damn things.
All right, I gotta do a quick level up.
Well, you don't have to do anything. I already gave it to you.
Yeah.
Does that come with new items on the action bar that you made for us for like level 2 spells?
Of course it does.
Okay, I'll refresh because I don't see it.
Well, that's cool.
I thought we were TPKing you guys. I'm gonna be real with you.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Ah, please. Okay, so let's back up. So you go to sleep, you wake up, and you feel stronger, faster, more powerful. You feel as if new things have been opened to you. Atrion feels new spells somehow have invaded their mind. How and why, you have no idea. Hap feels different. Something is weird. Hap can't describe it. She also increases her knowledge and knows new spells. But there's something else. She feels almost a little cold for some reason, which hasn't happened before. What that means, I guess we'll find out. Darius feels stronger and more robust and much harder to kill. And Alhara feels more agile and jumpy than ever before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go through and explain your level 3 characters to everyone? Or whatever you feel comfortable explaining, shall I say.
I can explain. Let's see. Let me pull up my build real quick. So I rearranged my spell list a little bit just because I now have access to signature spells. So my first level signature spell is Burning Hands. I can now cast that at any level. I don't have to relearn it. And I made Heal my second level signature spell because I heightened Heal there. That way I could cast Heal at first and second level. Other than that, like, it's not a super exciting level. I got spells and signature spells were the biggest ones. But the other thing that was pretty interesting, and I just loved the way the conversation went down with Steve, because we put together something really cool with this. For my general feat, I took Adopted Ancestry Unknown. Hap does it instead of like picking like a culture and just being like really immersed in some culture. We're kind of leaning into the fact that Hap is an orphan who doesn't know anything about her bloodline. So maybe in the future some heritage feats will come up or some things will come up from a bloodline that we don't yet understand. So that's my feat, is Adopted Ancestry Unknown.
That is so cool.
I love it. I love it. It's so good.
Little does she know, the adopted ancestry will be Wasp.
Oh, God.
Does that mean that she's going to have to get a nice sundress and like one of those really big hats to wear in the summer?
No, that means she's going to learn how to fly and sting people.
She's going to say things like, I'm going to the Hamptons.
Love it.
I don't get it.
Who's next?
Darius, in addition to his strikes becoming mystical, his fists are so powerful that they count as magical for bypassing resistances.
And knocking down doors.
Well, yeah, that door. We'll show that door. Also, he took the toughness feat, so the DC of recovery checks is equal to 9 plus my dying condition. How about that?
That's you needed that.
And
Faster cover
That's
would
it,
be
I
great for
think.
you too.
I think I also move a little faster. Yeah. So I get a plus 10 foot bonus to speed, being a monk.
Toughness also gives you an extra hit point per level, which
Yes.
is not nothing.
I
You
have,
got 3 more hit points now.
yeah, I have
Yeah, that's really good.
44 hit points total.
Oh,
Wow,
what
that's
do I
pretty
have?
nice.
And that's it for Darius.
Alhara continues her path of leapiness, and I took as my skill improvement athletics. So she's an expert in athletics, which is really good for the gymnasts because they need to use athletics to shove and push people around and trip them and all that sort of stuff. Which means that is now my highest bonus attack, which is pretty cool. It's just using athletics to do a combat maneuver. The other thing it does is open up to Powerful Leaper, which is the general feat. I took another skill feat, and Powerful Leap. And Powerful Leap allows her to now leap a massive 25 feet without a running start, which is just stupid. And also to massively leap when using her quarterstaff anyway to push up off the ground, 10 feet in the air and 15 feet forward, which means she can jump ogres if she wants. She can jump over large-sized creatures, no check. She can just do it as long as there's, space to clear it. As a swashbuckler, she also gets the opportunistic retort, which is pretty cool. So if she has panache or has used a finisher on her last turn, and someone critically fails a melee attack against her, she gets a free attack back. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool reaction.
But it uses your up your reaction for the turn, and then it also takes away your panache,
Right. Mm-hmm.
whether you succeed or fail.
Correct.
Oh, and one other thing for Darius is he's expert in medicine now.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
forgot
that's
to
useful.
mention, I went expert in performance.
Of course you did.
I mean, we're circus folk, So one of us has to be good at performance,
If you ever do it again.
right?
Corpses aren't good at dancing. Well, maybe.
Tell that to a necromancer.
Bone dancer.
Tell that to a necro dancer.
Boom. Otteron's spellcasting ability has improved. They've learned to cast False Life and Spiritual Weapon, which will come up, I'm sure, very quickly. They are now an expert in crafting and picked up magical crafting, which they were always invested in anyway. So now they are capable of all kinds of potions, alchemy, and pretty much anything magical. What else? That's kind of it, really. Otteron can now also shoot bees from their mouth.
Can they really?
That would be really cool. I want that vomit swarm spell. Ooh, an important thing to remember is now the cantrips will be heightened.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
That's a huge increase. Odd levels are like really, really good for spellcasters, and even levels are really, really good for melee characters or for like marshals, so it kind of balances that way. Because I know for Alhara, her combat effectiveness didn't really go up that much, but I imagine for Otteron and Hap that it just went through the roof with all those second level spells and higher level cantrips and everything.
Second level burning
Yep.
hands, y'all. 4d6 plus, I think 3 with the way I'm built.
Ooh, wow, yeah. Let's go fry some wasps with that, huh?
That's what I'm saying.
Operation Hap Shield.
That's one thing I like about this edition is I feel like every level is pretty good. Because at the odd levels, I get a new level of spells, and on the even levels, I get new class feats, which are also pretty fun.
Yeah, it's exciting. You always want to feel like you're getting something.
You wake up, brand new day, you feel super strong. What you gonna do?
Wasps.
Montage of us suiting up with all of our new abilities and equipment, and then making a beeline for the wasps. A beeline.
Oh.
Well, I think Alhara is probably gonna do her morning exercises.
Mhm.
Hap is gonna do what she thinks is the correct way to pray, and that kind of stuff. And then I guess we make our beeline. We're gonna go do a sting operation.
Oh my gosh.
On the way over, Ataran will say, "We need to try to draw them out. Don't go in and fight them. Bring them out. Stay separated, and we can actually get some firepower against them. At least try to keep it so only one of us is getting hit at once, too."
I will have to go up to it with a torch. I will have a torch, and I will have the potion taken, right? How long does it last? An hour? The antidote?
Yeah, I didn't actually read that. I don't know.
Antidote protects you for 6 hours.
Great. We take that this morning.
Mhm.
All of us.
Everyone
Did we
take
all
your
get one?
medicine. Yes, we got 4.
Oh, damn. Okay.
We wanted to be prepared.
But if you get into trouble, stand next to me. I can help you with your next save with the medicine check.
On the way over, Ataran would say, "Oh, I wanted to do something, but out of sight of the rest of the circus. Bear with me a moment." And Ataran would look up and point towards the sky and slowly bring their hand down while chanting, "Ha Michelet!" And there'd be this strange kind of coruscating black and violet energy that would kind of like pull out of the upper atmosphere and kind of like pull down from their hand drawing down. And then they would pull it into their mouth. Their eyes would briefly flash as they cast False Life.
What?
Wee.
Cast. So I have temporary 10 hit points for the next 8 hours. What?
Okay, you are back at the sign of your wonderful, wonderful retreat. The hunting spiders are still dead. More of the garden seems to have fallen to decay overnight. You see the occasional wasp around. What do you do?
All right, so I have an idea. Darius, you're going to move the broken door to the side. I'm going to run in, throw one of these pots of alchemist fire, and then run out, and that should grab their attention. Meanwhile, Hap, if you wait just to the side of the door, then you should be able to blast them with those fancy firebirds the moment that they make their way out of the mill.
Okay, got it.
And I light a torch and hold it.
Yes.
Does anyone else want
Verily.
a torch?
No.
I am a torch.
All right.
Now they tend to stay pretty clustered. They tend to stay pretty clustered together. So let's try and make sure that we stay spread out. So they can't really get to any more than one of us at a time.
Yes, we should stay
Yeah.
apart. I
Yeah.
intend to keep a scroll in hand in case one of you quickly gets overwhelmed. That
God,
is
I'm
my-
so
that's
so
my
excited.
plan.
I barely even noticed that it's unseasonably cold today.
Was that?
Is it?
What?
Yeah, it's freezing. What's wrong with you guys? It's so cold.
I think you're just nervous. It's very nice out.
I don't. No. it's-
Are you
I-
sick, Hap? Did,
No, I feel great.
Were you stung?
No. I mean, we all got stung. No.
You're okay. I look at her.
I'm
She
fine.
doesn't look bad, does she? Medicine wise.
Hap, may I touch you?
I mean, I guess.
So
Why are you
Atron
guys
will
making
go
me
up-
nervous?
And touch
You're saying it's
Hap's
cold.
forehead. Do they feel normal temperature? Do they feel colder, warmer?
You put your hand on her, and she feels a little hot to the touch, like way more than normal.
You have heat. You may have a sickness's warmth. Perhaps you should
Well,
rest this evening.
I mean, I feel great. Like, I feel regenerated. Like, I got the best sleep I've had in a long time. And like, watch this. And then she'll throw like what's normally just a regular fire sparrow up into the air, but it's a little bit bigger, just a little bit bigger. Look, that was effortless. That took nothing.
Has this happened before?
No.
We will check how you feel later, I think.
I feel fine. I think you guys are making a mountain out of a molehill. It's just a little cold today. But it's fine. Everything's fine.
I am not convinced by your words.
Well, I am. So that makes one of us. Are we ready to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Everyone in positions?
Oh yeah, position. All right, Alhara. Do you want me to stand here?
No, that's too far away. Hap, why don't you stand here, down here, just beyond the fence, so you don't have to move past it to run. And you can also run around the side of the building if you start to get their attention.
Oh, okay.
Darius, go ahead and stand right in front of me, ready to move the door out of the way, or off to the side would work too.
Aren't
And
you worried about
Ataran-
me hitting you with my fire if I'm here?
No, I'm gonna run in and get them and come out. I won't be standing here later.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm ready. I know what the plan is. I'm ready.
What do you think about there?
Ataran, yeah, that looks
who's
good.
there?
And
I'd
Darius,
want to be
why
able to
don't
get
you-
any of you with a heal spell if necessary.
If you stand in that bush just to the side of where we ripped the door off, then you should be well out of the way of Hap's fire.
Yeah, Darius, go get in that bush. I'm so ready for this. We got this.
I'm in the shrubs.
Ahara, did you plan this last evening?
I may have drawn a few diagrams.
Gosh, you're a natural at this. I'm so lucky that we have you.
I played a lot of strategy games.
This is wise of you. Thank you.
Also, a lot of the aerial and acrobatic things, like the Featherfall 5 do, for example. I've always wanted to get involved in those, and there's a lot of strategy and planning to get those to work properly. So, I don't know. It just seems to make sense to me. Okay, everyone
It is
ready?
important we remember we do not have nets.
Ready.
Retreat is
Oh, well,
Yeah.
luckily we'll all be on the ground. All right, Alhara
yes,
is just holding...
I meant metaphorically about death.
All right, well, that's
Oh.
enough for the metaphors about death. Let's kill some bugs.
All right, Alhara is actually holding one alchemist fire in each hand, ready to throw one and leave, and having a backup one just in case it somehow survives. So when we're ready, Darius is going to pull the door away to create an opening, and Alhara is going to leap into the room, ready to throw that first alchemist fire.
I ready in action for big, beautiful flamethrower.
So
All
I
right.
think I'm not sure, Steven will probably start initiative, I'm guessing right before Alhara's move, or right after maybe.
Ambush! The swarm comes from behind us.
You can move. You can move in. Go right ahead. Move where you want.
The bees
All right,
left.
Darius moves the door aside.
All right, Alhara runs in there and is getting ready to throw an alchemist fire.
Roll for combat.
Okay. You run in. You pop in, ready to throw the alchemist fire. The swarm is in a slightly different location than before, so it takes Alhara a few seconds to figure out where to throw it and best throw it. Darius is up first.
I'm waiting on Alhara to do her thing. Is that a thing to move
Okay.
me down?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
just-
delay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're just
delay me to after Alhara.
Mm-hmm. The wasp swarm was agitated by you standing outside. It was ready for you. It was ready for the insanity to pursue. Here we go again.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Death by 1,000 wasps.
You have
No.
you drank the stuff. You have a +2 to your saves.
I did.
Everyone's stronger, powerful, more agile, fast, but the swarm is fast too. As you were a little discombobulated by leaping in and looking for it, and next thing you know, it's on top of you! Get him off! Get him off! You're like swatting them. Give me a reflex save. But now you're faster. You should be able to swat them away. No problem. Here we go.
Okay.
Come on, swat.
Big swat.
24.
24. Perfect. Good
Swatted.
swat. You swatted them away. Good job.
Swat.
You take 4 points of damage and don't need to make a save because you are swatting like there's no tomorrow.
Fantastic.
But you need to do it one more time because they're just angry and swarming around you. Swarm.
Oh my gosh.
You all have another hero point, by the way. Anyone who spent one.
Oh, good.
Woohoo! I got 2.
Not as well this time, but if I have an additional hero point, if I have 2 hero points,
You do.
I'm going to use one on this reflex save. I'd like to just
Okay.
avoid having to make those fortitude saves.
That's a good idea. 19 does not do it. 23.
Yeah.
All right,
you
cool.
swat. 4 more points of damage.
That I can
so-
handle.
Yeah, you only take 8 total, and you are not poisoned, and you manage to do. Now you're up.
That's fantastic. I'm feeling so good about this. All right. Even though they're like right in front of me, Alhara is going to sort of just like toss the alchemist fire right into the center mass of where this swarm is, and then run away. She's not even going to wait to see if it hits. She's just going to throw it, turn, and bolt out of the room. So let's make that attack roll.
Oh!
All right. So 19 on die for a total of 28. I bet that
Sure.
hits him.
I don't know exactly how an alchemist fire works against a swarm, but I
You
guess
uncork
sort
it.
of- yeah, you basically uncork
you
it. and, like,
Uncork it and then spin it as you
right,
throw it.
spin
in
it
the air.
around. Right.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
just
Get
sort
all
of
that
like a
spin on there,
sprink-
and it just sort of it starts
a
spraying through
sprinkler
the
of
air.
death. So it does 1d8 fire damage plus 1 splash damage, which will be interesting.
All right,
and
so
1
28's
persistent.
28's a hit, but not a crit on a 19, right?
28 is a crit. You actually crit. You
Yes!
crit-
Awesome.
You crit the swarm with
So
the fire.
2d8. Awesome.
Well, it's actually 1d8 times 2. It's not 2d8.
All right, fine.
It's true. It's how it works.
All right, so I rolled a 5, so 10 points of fire damage.
Right.
That's so good.
And I think they take 1 point of splash, which then hopefully...
I know what I'm doing.
He got this.
All right,
I'm going to be angry. I went through this with Mark. I know this very well. It's 1 point of fire splash damage, which does not get doubled when you crit, but it's susceptible, so it takes extra damage for splash.
Cool.
And then on its turn, it will take persistent fire damage as they are like just on fire and things are getting at them. So they look
These bees are on fire.
they look pretty bad. Now what?
All right. Alhara's next action is to move out of the mill. She's going to run back through the garden and jump over the fence. And then she has a third action. But you know what? I'm not going to throw that other alchemist fire just yet. I want to make sure I can hit him if I'm going to throw it at him. And I don't have enough actions left to ready an action. So instead, I think Alhara is just going to say, "All right, everyone, remember the plan." And wait till they come outside.
All right,
Okay.
Darius is
He now with his super fast movement steps in, swats at them with a torch.
That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah. Is there I don't have a torch. Is this my unarmed strike or
Yeah,
weapon?
you can use unarmed strike. It's unarmed strike -2 because it's
Okay.
an improvised weapon.
So I will roll this at I'll just do the regular 1d20 roll plus 7 instead of plus 9.
Oh.
Well, a natural.
Whoa.
Yeah, 20. Wow.
It's amazing what a good night's rest can
Man,
do.
I just
Right?
needed to take a little sleep. How much
Okay.
damage does a torch do?
1d4 bludgeoning plus 1 fire damage. So give me a 1d4. Everything that's happening in this adventure happened in the one I did with Mark. Someone attacked with the torch. There was splash damage. I know all these rules by heart. 8 bludgeoning damage plus 1 fire damage.
Right.
And that will do, let's see, a little bit of damage.
A little bit of damage.
Just a little bit. Because it is a torch, like, at the swarm. So you do a little bit. Not
Sure.
a ton, but enough. Some of them die. Some of them get burnt up. And that was one attack. So I guess you get another one. if
Yeah,
you wanna
I
try.
moved. No, I'm leaving. I'm going to go stand next to Alhara.
All right, you're out of there.
Remember, don't stand right on top of each other so the swarm can't get you both.
Too late.
All right.
Wateron's up.
It's fine. I need to stand next to Alhara because I can help with poison saves.
Mm-hmm.
Ataran will delay.
Until.
After Hap.
Yeah, after
All
happening.
right, then Hap goes.
All right, so Hap actually can't see inside the barn, but she's still just standing there, just like ready. So she looks at Alhara. Is it time? Is it time? Do I do it? Do I go?
The second they come out of that barn, you get them.
Oh, if you told me to go now, it
No.
would still hit them. See?
There's a giant wall in between you and them.
Yeah, but it's a cone. Like, it goes this
Yeah, but
way. And
it's
does that,
not.
and then
There's a wall.
Okay. All right. So I ready in action to hit the wasp swarm the moment I see some bees coming out of the door.
Now Ataran's up.
Nothing further, so Ataran is going to ready in action to use the scroll to heal someone if they should fall unconscious.
Swarm. It's coming out.
All right, now's the time.
All right. So Hap is going to. Okay, I'm gonna spend 0 actions on this because I want to. Hap begins her mystical dance, and oh Jesus, look at that! And then she stomps one foot on the ground, puts her hands in front of her, and fire starts swirling around them. And it slowly coalesces into a dog behind burning hands.
You know what?
Oh, really? 2 minimums in that. Oh, no, 2
rolled
minimums. Oh, wait.
20
No, it's 46.
fire
That's
damage.
good. That's good.
If they save, it'll be 10 points.
Plus the weakness. Jesus.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
They don't critically succeed,
They don't
but
critically, almost critically succeed. So they take 10 points of fire damage.
Ridiculous.
yes.
Oh,
Awesome.
oh my god.
And
The,
it's
so
the
easy.
plan works so well.
I don't understand why you're all complaining. That was very easy.
That was extremely easy.
It's
We also
incredible
leveled
the
up.
difference one level makes.
And actually shopping for the right supplies.
Thank you, Ahara. That was very well.
such a
And also 2
simple
critical
combat.
rolls.
Such
The
a
crits- the
simple
crits helped.
combat. Oh, please. The swarm dies, totally on fire, burning what's left of the poor garden. The door crushed a few more potatoes, tomatoes, pumpkins, and peppers.
Jamaicos.
This poor garden. Look at the garden. Look at it. It is a total
fine.
disaster.
No, they're
It's pretty
fine.
rough. It's for
They're
sure
gonna
pretty rough.
I mean, it's a garden. They'll redo it. It's fine.
Spring will come again. Spring will come again.
Besides, you're
Alright.
gonna go make friends with those druids. I'm sure they can help rebuild it.
Ooh. Nah. Druids are terrible people. Aha, that works very well. Thank you. There might be methods still, yes?
Oh, there could be anything else in there.
Swarm's dead.
Be ready.
Now what?
And Alhara is going to put the second alchemist fire that she had back into her bandolier.
Can you scout within carefully and run out if a problem?
Yeah, you want me to go take a look around and just holler really loud if something sees me?
Sounds good.
And run back out.
All right, I guess Alhara is going in alone, using stealth to stay out of sight and see if she can find anything else in here.
I'm gonna go high five Darius. We did it! We took him down
You
like
did
it was
it.
nothing!
You did
Oh
it.
my god!
You did it.
No!
That was a
You
lot
were
of
so
fire.
good! You were so good,
Yeah,
you
I
ran in
swung a
there
stick.
and I couldn't
did it. I
like see
swung
what
my
was
stick with
happening,
fire on
but
it
I
a little
heard
bit.
him. Oh my god, we were
did
so
it.
good. Atron, get over here! We did so well!
Ataran is doing some searching.
side-eyeing both of you. Like,
You're doing what? What kind of eye are you doing?
side-eyeing.
Side eye.
So, alright, that's fine. High fives, Darius, high fives.
High
Wham!
five.
Atron will go.
Whoop-hap.
Oh, that's great for radio. That's real good.
Silent
You
five.
have to be
Silent five.
quiet.
Like,
Like, what
Oh,
does he
yeah.
do? He does nothing. Okay,
It
that's
does
good.
nothing.
Yeah,
Yep.
sorry.
Oh yeah.
Good job.
Just describe it.
Yeah. Atron carefully puts a finger to their lips. Shh.
we just
and points
mime
in.
high-fiving and
Oh
cheering.
yeah.
We just mime it.
Darius.
Yeah.
Darius,
Without saying anything.
quiet high fives.
Quiet five. Quiet five.
Quiet five. Psh. Alright. I love the character dynamic that we have going on. It's just so good.
Yeah.
When you're not dying.
It's amazing
Oh,
we're not dying.
Well, we're
Yeah.
having a lot more fun when we're not dying.
That's
Atron has a
true.
great character dynamic with 3 stung,
I don't
chewed
understand
up
the problem. The wasp
bodies.
swarm was merely a level 4 creature, immune to stuns, precision damage, most attacks. What's the problem? And auto hits.
Yeah, most of my
What's
spells are
the
mental,
problem?
so also useless.
Auto hits was a problem.
No. It's never a problem
Say-
with the counter.
Save DCs over 20 was a
Yeah.
problem.
No, you gotta bring the right tools to the game. So now what? You hear the wheel grinding away.
All right, so now Alhara is going to try and sneak in there and using the sound of the grinding wheel to sort of muffle any noise she might make, sneak around this place and see if there's any other dangers that maybe they can go in and be prepared for those too. So for my stealth check, I rolled a masterful 13.
Okay, you actually don't roll it, but whatever. You go in.
Oh, you could roll it. I'm sorry.
Fine. There's
I-
nothing in there that you see. It's quiet, and it seems just like last time. There appears to be nothing on this ground floor other than barrels, sacks of grain that need to be ground up and milled. And the second story, there's tons of wasp carcasses and a huge nest up in the rafters that someone will have to take care of.
Okay. But no other creatures?
That's what you see.
All right, should I move my little token around? Because I want to go up into the living space where the table and such is.
Sure, you move up to the second floor. It looks like the living area has a small round table, 3 chairs, a long counter for food preparation, cupboards with kitchen supplies and probably food. There's 2 doors, one leading to the south and one leading to the north. The walls bear recent scorch marks as well.
Recent scorch marks. So something else was in here burning things.
Perhaps.
Interesting. All right. So it looks like there's a couple doors up here. One to the north, one to the south. Let's try the south door first. Alhara is going to creep up to the door, press her ear against it, and listen as hard as she can for anything on the other side, and see if that gives her any clues.
She listens. She hears nothing.
All right, that sounds pretty good. Then she will quietly try and open that door just a bit and peek in there and slowly go into the room if she doesn't see anything.
She opens the door, and it looks like the master bedroom. There is
Another wasp swarm.
You see several vases containing dried flowers standing on top of sturdy shelves. To the south, a heavy armoire has fallen face down and open onto the floor of the room. You also see a double bed and a window outside to the south.
Window outside, okay. Windows intact?
Yep, windows intact. And this is actually built on a hill, so you can see what happens is it actually goes up 10 feet. So this window is ground level because although this is 10 feet up, there's a rise of the ground actually rises 10 feet. So
that makes sense. Okay, so it's like a ground. Even though I'm 10 feet higher than the base of the mill, it's still a ground level window because this part of the building is at a higher elevation. Okay, that makes sense.
It was built into the
cool.
hill on purpose. Yep.
Perfect. All right. Well, it doesn't look like anything's going to murder me in this room, so she's going to creep up to the door to the north in the living space and listen against that door.
You listen and hear absolutely nothing once again. It's also hard to listen because between the fact that the grinding is continuous and the floor is solid stone, there's echoes everywhere, so it's kind of hard to hear, but you don't hear anything.
Okay. All right. Well, if I don't hear anything, that's fine. She'll do the same thing. She'll slowly open the door and creep into this room. Anything of note in there?
You open up the door, and it looks like a child's room. There are paintings of various fantastical beasts on the wall, including a hydra.
And where to find them?
A hydra, a manticore, a centaur, and a phoenix. There is clothing on the ground, typical teenager's room, and otherwise looks pretty intact. There's no damage in this room that you can tell.
Okay. Well, cool. No more murderous things. At that point, then, Alhara will leave the bedrooms, leap down from the living space, and saunter outside. Well, everyone, it looks pretty clear. I think the wasp are the only danger. So you guys want to head inside and help me I don't know, maybe help put the place back together at least a little bit before we bring them back. We did kind of destroy their garden. I feel like we should at least, I don't know, clean up a little.
We should
Yeah,
also
maybe we
find
should.
their hive. Do they have hives?
They do.
Oh,
yeah, we
they're
should find the hive
disgusting.
and we should burn it.
It's
Oh,
up in
it's
the
up near the rafters.
Yeah.
We could scrape it off and then, burn, they want to burn the wall, right?
Well, be careful. If we disturb it, we're going to make them swarm again, right?
No, they're all dead now, right? That's how that goes.
Or most of them, anyway. Yeah, enough of them that they're not
Enough
really a
of them.
problem anymore.
Yeah, we'll just use the torch a little bit, maybe, and, slowly burn it rather than
All right,
conflagrate it.
I guess Alhara's probably the best one to jump up into the rafters, right?
Yes.
You
be
can stand on my
careful.
shoulders.
There could still be more in there. Or a
Yeah,
queen
how
or
high up?
something.
How high up are the rafters?
The rafters, it's 20 feet up.
Oh, yeah, no problem. So Alhara's gonna push off with her bow staff and leap up into the rafters, and try and catch a hold of them so she can get up to where the nest is, and carefully move her way from one to the other to get over there so she can knock it down with her bow staff.
Alhara is secretly a kitty cat.
I'm actually okay with that. I'm good. I just need to get her a little pair of those like headband cat ears, and it'll be perfect.
Wait, no, never mind.
Okay, so you're trying to knock down the wasp nest from the rafters?
Yeah, essentially.
All right, so yeah, you go into the corner and you can spend a little time knocking it down. I mean, unfortunately, it is going into some of the barrels beneath, so you'll have to spend a little time cleaning this up, but it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, great. I'll tell them about the armor that's knocked down that we should probably pick up. And didn't they say that there was like a box of stuff that they wanted us to have as a thank you for taking care of the wasps?
Yes, they said there was a
Yes.
lockbox somewhere that you can
Somewhere.
get, and you can
I
get.
say we let them give us what they want.
Yeah.
I don't want to search for their items. It feels weird.
But we should at least put the armor back up. I don't know why it was knocked down. That's sort of weird.
We should
I
make
mean-
sure everything is clear, yes.
Yes.
They seemed really insistent that we take those. And if we're going to be in life and death situations every day, which is apparently the new normal, maybe we need those things.
I feel uncomfortable taking it from their house. That's all.
Maybe we come back with them and they can just give
Correct.
it to.
We will.
Okay.
We will walk them back to the house to make sure everything's safe. Do we have that oil of? We have an oil of mending. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we do.
Let's see if we can. I'll see if we can put the door back and use the oil to fix it.
Maybe we just give them the oil. I bet the dad's a handyman. He might want to just fix it himself and use that on something more irreplaceable.
I might
Maybe
be
I-
able to fix the door. I can check.
Oh?
Okay.
Can you magically heal doors?
The oil that Arteron found said.
I think
Good.
Atron's talking about using a hammer.
Yes, just some
that
hard
won't be as
work.
fast.
Yes, it will take time and work.
No, we don't have that much time. We should get back, put the door up, squeeze the oil on it, hope for the best. Tell the
I
people
mean,
they
I
can
think
get back
they'd
to
be
their home.
I think they'd be understanding if, there was some damage to their garden. There were monstrous spiders out there and all these wasps and stuff. That's understandable. But I do feel a little bad about the door.
Yes, let's use the oil on it.
We can just say that a spider threw Darius through the door.
Did you want to check the
No.
armoire first to make sure nothing was hiding in it or around?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Didn't we think methods were in here? Maybe I am forgetting.
Oh yeah.
It has been
I
so much all
remember
at
that.
once. And your
I
armoire.
mean, I didn't see any methods. There were those
Yes.
scorch marks, though.
Well, that is why you said the armor was knocked over, and that is odd. So I
Where were the
wonder-
scorch marks?
Could they be above the methods
They were
fly
outside.
too?
Outside.
They were
Oh.
outside the door leading into. Looks like in this area, the living areas where there were some scorch marks, and it looks like a fight broke out. Probably this is where they were abducted.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll try and fix this door with the oil.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Let's prop the door up best I can, and I reach out, Atron, the oil, please, of that fixes things.
Should we not look
fixing oil.
through the house first?
And we fix the door real quick while we do that? Before we do that? Does it matter? Didn't Alhara just do that?
I mean, there was no creatures in there.
Yeah, there's no danger, so we don't have to rush, right? Did I
But
miss
you
something?
wish to rush to fix the door?
Get it over with. It's just one thing on the list to do.
Very well. I would rather search the house, but as you wish.
Hand me the oil, I will take care of the door.
Ataran takes out the oil of Mending and hands it over. Does not look pleased.
Atron never looks pleased.
That's fine.
Hand me the idol, I'll give you the whip. Is that what you're saying? Got it.
Hand me the oil, I'll give you the whip. What? Where's the whip coming from? I will fix the door with the oil.
Okay, so you prop the door open, and you realize the only thing you really need to pour this brew on is
The hinges, right?
hinges, exactly. And this will repair anything of one bulk or less. So you could just pour it down, and sure enough, the hinges magically repair themselves. Other than the door having some weird marks on it from being in the garden and being trampled on and used as a fly swatter, it's none the worse for wear.
Excellent. Great. Let's look through the house.
I can prestidigitation the little bit. I'm just gonna walk around, just prestidigitation stuff.
There you go. I will help scrape down the nest if we haven't done that already.
Yep, we'll do that. And then, Darius, I could use your help with the armoire.
All right.
With prestidigitation, I just make my hands glow like they were hot metal in a forge, and I just use them like a sponge to just clean stuff.
So yeah, I think we just tidy up around here a little bit. That way, at least they're not coming back to a completely disheveled mill. It'll only take us an extra 20, 30 minutes or something, maybe, just to tidy up.
So I guess Ataran, as people are cleaning and such, will go inside and keep a wary eye, looking specifically up at the ceiling, feeling particularly worried that there's something still.
Okay. Well, what are you guys doing? There's an armoire. There's stuff to clean up. I'm not sure. Whatever you want to just tell me.
So we scrape down and destroy the rest of the nest.
Done.
Done. Next, I go with Alhara to the armoire. We write it
Okay.
and search it.
Athletics check to pick it up. Super heavy.
That's okay.
You fail, Darius. You pull out your back. You
Hey,
actually
my
roll
back.
a 1. You're like, ow!
My back.
You're supposed to lift with
Aw.
your knees, you silly boy.
Hold on. I
Alhara
thought I
will
could,
give
I
it a
thought I
shot.
could one-hand it.
I used 2 hands, 17.
No, it's way too heavy. You guys
Can we
are
do
gonna-
this together?
Yeah, you're gonna actually. It's incredibly heavy and bulky, so you can't do it. It's very hard to lift.
So she can assist me or vice versa?
Mm-hmm. All right,
Come on, guys. I believe in you.
assist me.
Guidance for Darius.
Oh,
All right. You assist me, Alhara.
sure. Oh, okay.
Guidance is key.
Here's my assist. 28 on the assist.
Should have made you do it by
Wow.
yourself.
You could have done it by yourself. But
So
you
I
didn't.
have guidance
Plus
plus
one.
one. And
Yes,
from
you get
Alhara,
plus
what did
2.
she give me? Plus 2. Plus 2 total or plus 3?
Plus 1.
I think aid's +1. Yeah. So
Yeah,
the total
you get a
is
plus. You get a whopping +1, so you get a whopping plus 2 for this roll. You roll a 1 again.
Again.
Wow.
You like
Ow.
it slips through your fingers.
It's
and
hurting my
smashes
hands.
Your toes.
You dropped it right on my toe. Come on, I could have done this by myself. Oh, Butterfingers Darius over here.
So much for being the strong man.
No,
You
not the
try
strong man.
again. You cannot lift this thing. You roll a 15. You
trying to be gentle
cannot
and it's not
lift
working.
it. You cannot lift it.
Just
Hey,
move
hey,
over there.
Darius, Darius, there's a spot up here that I can't reach. Will you lift me?
Fine.
You go take care of that. I'll take care of this. Ahara will maybe use her bow staff as some leverage if
Sure.
that helps her, and give it a shot.
All right, be careful, Darius. I'm a little bit heavy. I don't want you to hurt your back again.
Nobody can lift it. It's
15. You
it's
can't.
a dwarf star.
You
This
can't.
is why I don't like how Aid and Other works in Pathfinder, and they didn't fix it for second edition. Is if multiple people are doing it like equally, they
I don't
should
know
just
why this is even a
roll.
roll. This is just an armoire. It's not a monster.
Because it's funny.
Yeah,
This
well,
is the favorite. I love when people fail.
Just
with
keep
simple
rolling until you
things.
get it. Nope.
13,
Keep going.
no.
What the hell's going on here?
Can't. 19. Nope. You can't.
Nope.
You can't get it up. You can keep trying to. 20. Nope. You can't.
I hear Ahara struggling. I run back
She
in.
she hasn't rolled over 10
13,
yet.
Nope. She can't get it up. She's like, you just can't fit. Nope. 15. You can't.
Nobody's rolled over 10 in like
There's your
10
28.
rolls.
Oh, finally.
That was the stupidest thing. None of that was
Stupid.
canon. None
Not
of that
so
is canon.
Yeah, it is. Because we're not done yet, my friends.
Ataran just watches, and
Ah!
is everyone okay?
I was caught under it.
Roll for combat.
I guess that's why Ataran's first.
Or combat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember, if the GM asks, "Are you sure?" you're already dead.